Hello, this is Diego Mangabeira, and welcome to the BoringSales. Today, we're going to talk about a multi-channel sequence. So, we're going to talk about how we can create a sequence with email, LinkedIn, and phone call. Okay, multi-channel is either thing you could do or can do, or the most annoying thing that you might do, depending entirely on how you use it. So I always say there's no right or wrong in sales. It depends from your niche, industry, job title, persona, ICP, variants like product, service, solutions that you're selling, SaaS. It could be a SaaS, it could be a solution, it could be a service. I don't know what you're selling, but sometimes it really works. And I'll say that because people are doing a lot of things at the same place at the same time. So if you differentiate your brand, differentiate your company, sometimes you get better results having this multi-touch strategy than just trying the email. Oh, the person doesn't reply, so that's it. Okay. And today we're going to do just to always explain how to do it right. And the example that I'm going to share with you, and a real example of my client was a prospect that told me I got an email, a LinkedIn connection, a LinkedIn message, a phone call, and a voicemail, and all from the same rep 4 days in 4 days. She blocked every channel. Okay, and that rep thought he was being persistent, but on this case, we could understand he was running a surveillance operation, like a CIA operation. Multi-channel is not about being everywhere at once. It depends, okay? You need to also have some space to share some space with the client. 4 days is too much, so sometimes you need to wait more days to do so. Okay, and why add channels at all? Why you need to add those different types of channels on your outreach strategy or outbound strategy? Different people live in different channels. There are people who are living in TikTok, right? The youngest ones, or even in different niches like fashion, for instance, influencing market. They are all in short, in reels, in TikTok. Maybe not you, but sometimes you might be there. Okay. Some never check emails or reply DM in hours. I remember that I was outreaching in the healthcare, so I needed to prospect doctors, and I also had another opportunity in the state of California. We needed to outreach some public sector people, and I tried first LinkedIn because I have a huge presence there, but per the pictures on LinkedIn or even the information they share on their LinkedIn profiles, you could see that they are not on LinkedIn. So you need to check that and try a different approach. Some ignore LinkedIn at all, right? But answer unknown calls if the voice mail is good. That happens, right? You can use any CRM, for instance. I remember that we used HubSpot and had a good result. I tried different programs as well. Twilio as well. It worked well. Anyways, you don't know which channel someone prefers until you try. That's why you need to try different approaches. Adding channels increases surface area. So you like a general in the war, you have different battles that you are trying to succumb the other part, the opposite part, the competitor or your worst enemy. So you are defending your ground, your territory, and having different types of battles. And that's what multi-channel works as well. I'm going to share with you a sequence map, a 3-channel sequence map that you might apply if you wanted to do that. If you want to implement that multi-channel, maybe you should start with this. Okay, day one is email, so touch number one. You could share something like your 4-line trigger email standard. And to do so, you might try AI, you might try what you do best, or even your script that you already have. Okay. Day number two, you can try for that same lead, for the same prospect, a LinkedIn connection. Okay. No message. There are some variances. I saw a lot of reports sharing if in LinkedIn connection if you either use connect message when you connect to a person, or when you do not need to say anything to that person when you're connecting. For me, what really worked well in these 7 years working with sales is you don't need to share anything. The person will see your value and will connect. Okay, that's it. But you might try. It doesn't matter. Okay, you can try your way. Like I said, there's no right or wrong. It depends. There are some people who are not going to connect to anybody with email, with messages, or without messages. Just connect. Let's see. Let them see your profile. Your LinkedIn profile is not part of the sequence, so make sure it's clean. Oh, that's one thing, right? I always update my LinkedIn profile. Always take a look in every session that I have. So you need to do your own. How can I say that? Cleaning. Okay, LinkedIn cleaning of your profile. Check every information. Try to be really honest. There are some people who lie about their LinkedIn, but anyways, make sure that your LinkedIn is transparent about the way that you sell something. Okay. Then number three, LinkedIn message if the person is connected. Okay, sometimes it takes a while. There are some people, some leads that are not using LinkedIn on a daily basis, so it depends. But once the person connects to you, you can start sending messages. Different from your email, not a copy and paste. That's why I receive on a daily basis those email slash LinkedIn DMs that doesn't make any sense because it's like a text message while you're sending too much information. But anyways, that's a prospect that I'm not going to pay attention at all. Um, an example of a message could be like this: I sent you an email yesterday. Okay, figure it out. I'd connect here too in case this is easier. Okay, so I'm asking for acceptance, or even um, well, how can I put it? But it's more like I'm asking her or his opinion. Okay, so his or her opinion has leverage, has a leverage against myself. So he is the boss now. She's the boss now. So that's the way. That's the best way that a lead, a prospect might sense from you, because you showed respect. That's really important. 2 sentences on this case: acknowledge the email, give them an easier path. Okay. Day 7, you go back to the email. So touch 2, value add. I already shared that sequence, so the 3 points, but on this case, we're going to share some value from the product, from the solution, from the service that you provide. Day 10, you're going to try via phone call, if available, if you have his or her number. You might try LinkedIn profile, website, corporate website, company, LinkedIn company page. You have some extensions like Apollo or any other one that provides phone numbers. It's important to say, pay attention, because there are people who do not like to be contacted. But if the person already shares some info, it doesn't matter. I think he or she will like to have your conversation or your call. Okay, independently of the place. Sometimes he or she's driving, but got your phone call, and he's going to take, or she's going to take. Okay, it depends. There's no right or wrong here. Most reps skip this senior this for senior decision makers. Don't do that. Okay, because even the ones lowest in the hierarchy, they're going to impact, they're going to be influencers for the decision making process internally. Okay. Leave a 20 or 30-second voicemail. Reference the emails, reference what you already share with him or with her, just to make it refresh their memory. Friendly, not desperate. When you're desperate, you share fear, you share that not so it doesn't show as so confident to the other person. Okay. Day 14, try a touch tree that's reframed. So email try to say some things differently the way that you're already using. In day 30, using the breakup email, I'm not going to contact you anymore. Thanks for your time, something like that. So there are 5 rules that I'm going also to share about this that are really important for you to pay attention in this multi-channel sequence. The rule number 1, each channel needs independent value, okay? Different angle, different format. I even remember about one book from Gary V. I think it's Knockout, if I'm not mistaken. Knockout, I'm trying to find it here. I'm doing that live here. Yeah, I think it's something like that. Or Jab. I think it's Jab from Gary V. Let me share here. Check here in Amazon. Yeah, Jab Jab, Right Hook, How to Tell a Story in a Noisy Social. That's the name of the book. That's the first time. It's a book from 2013, but it's really current because Gary Vaynerchuk, he shares some things that I really remember until this time because for every social media, he even talk about Google Plus. There's no Google Plus anymore. Probably there were not going to be Instagram anymore, anyways. But the important thing that you need to pay attention is that every single social media, every single channel has its own way of communication. Okay, that's really important for you to pay attention. Rule number 2, space it. Okay. Same day mail, LinkedIn phone, that's our story. You do not do that. That's not professional. Rule number 3, don't use every channel for every prospect. It depends. There are people who likes email. There are people who likes LinkedIn and email. There are people who likes just LinkedIn. Okay. You need to personalize the communication, the points of interaction. Match channel to person in account tier. Rule number 4, log everything in your CRM. That's really, really important. That's the part that every single person forgets. Multi-channel creates chaos without tracking. You're not going to remember. Do not um, bet against your memory. You will forget for sure. Rule number 5, one no applies to all channels. Okay. Someone asks you to stop anywhere, stop it everywhere immediately. Okay, if the person shares, oh, I do not want to see you anymore, like a breakup kind of thing, do not try via phone call because he or she already said that I do not want to talk to you. Okay. For LinkedIn specifically saying, I have addendum here. LinkedIn works best when they can see your profile, content, and mutual connections. So social proof at no extra cost. So if you have any forbidden tool that does not allow the person to see it, try to be public, not private. Okay, please. They're active there. Check before connecting. If their last post was 2019, don't bother because they are not so active there. And LinkedIn is not long for long pitches, attaching decks, or something like, I just wanted to introduce myself in our company. That doesn't sound LinkedIn. Okay. Treat LinkedIn messages like texts, short, human, conversational. Okay. So this multi-channel strategy done right, you can respectful and effectively have more leads. And also, if you do it wrong, you are going to do the opposite. So spam in 3 formats. Pay attention. It can work really well, but you need to do it right. Okay. Wish you a great day for you and your team, and keep it boring. And see each other in another podcast. Bye. Take care.